Salam.
Nitwa Francis Kihumuro, ndi umwarimu nigishaga muri Khartoum.
Muri iyo kaminuza cyangwa
Oya ni ikigo international cyitwa Conference International, kiri urebye nka metero 300 kuva muri aho Presidential Palace iri.
Francis, uriyumva ute nyuma yo kugaruka Kigali?
Ibyishimo ntabwo nababwira ko twebwe twari twarihebye kubera aho tutuye, intambara yahereye iwacu nta rimwe yigize hagarara, barasa buri munsi ku manywa n'ijoro, imbunda za buri bwoko twebwe twarazumvisha. So rero kubona turi hano mbega n'inzozi, kuba twavugaga se ejo turaramuka kubera ibisasu bya buri munsi. Twageze naho inzu yacu bayiteramo igisasu zirasenyuka turimuka. So kubona turi hano byo ni ibitangaza.
Ni ibitangaza. Urugendo usobanura gute uburyo rwari rumeze kugira ngo mubashe kumugeza i Kigali?
Urugendo rwo ntabwo rwari rworoshye kubera aho twari turi no kwaba byaratugoye kubera twari twaragoswe na RSF ku mpande zose. So birirwa barasa udafite naho waca. Rero bigeze aho ambasade yacu ibona tangira gukora gahunda zo kuvana abanyarwanda muri Sudan tudafite uko tuhava. Baratubwira mushakishe ko muhaba, birananirana. Ariko tugeze aho twabonye agahenge njya k'isaha nk'imwe cyangwa ebyiri mu gitondo, dufata ibyacu byoroshye tujyana amaguru turahava.
ku munsi mwahagurutse
Khartoum twavuyeyo njya mu itariki 25 ngira ngo urugendo rurerure, rumva Sudan ni nini, bisi twamaze amasaha menshi cyane, umunsi wose mbega turara ku mupaka nabyo tugeraho. Of course hari bari babirimo baradufasha, ariko ibyo byo tumaze kuva Khartoum urumva imitima yararuhutse. Ibindi urugendo ntacyo byari bitwaye kuva Khartoum, mbega nicyo cyari gikomeye cyane kiduhangayikije, yavuga se baraturasa ejo. Rero kubona turi hano byo
ntibisanzwe kubera iki?
Urumva nk'umunyarwanda, urumva buri munsi barimo barasira ku gutwi kwawe ku manywa n'ijoro. Ntabwo uvuga ngo ejo cyangwa ejo bundi nzaba ndi muzima, ubara burakeye. rero kubona ubu nshobora kuvuga ngo ejo nakora iyi gahunda, ibyo nta byari bihari. Kujya hasi ku manywa barasa, nijoro barasa, rero nibyo twari turimo.
u Rwanda rero ruti tukagerageza kwevakuwetinga
ibyo
abana b'u Rwanda.
abayobozi bacu bo mbega si uguhera kuri perezida wacu se, twebwe yatubereye mbega umubyeyi niko wabivuga, kubera nta na rimwe bigeze badutererana, bakomezaga baduhamagara na hano kuri immigration babaza se mumeze gute, amakuru yanyu ameze gute, ubona mbega bakwitayeho nubwo udafite uko uvayo, ariko hari umuntu uri inyuma ugukurikirana. So ibyo byose nibyo gushimira ubuyobozi bwacu n'abakozi bo ku ambasade bakomeje baduhumuriza, muhumure, turimo turashaka ko tubigenza. So
uzanye na famiye yawe ni bane?
njyewe mfite famiye, abana 2 n'umugore, nibo twari turi kumwe. Ahubwo na mushuti wacu w'umugandekazi nawe byari byarafatiyeho, ariko namubwira niba bagusiza abagande njyewe turakuzana, uzagira i Kigali nta kibazo. Rero kubona nawe ageze hano, ahubwo ibyishimo yari afite ntabwo yabisobanura.
Rimwe na rimwe hari igihe abanyarwanda bajya mu mahanga ku mpamvu zitandukanye, ariko ntibakomeze isano bafitanye n'igihugu. Iyi geste igaragaye uyu munsi kweretse iki?
Ibyo byo igihugu cyawe, uri igihugu cyawe, aho ugiye hose igihugu cyawe kigomba kujyana nawe. Rero kuvuga ngo njyewe ndi umunyarwanda ngiye mu gihugu runaka nkivanyeho niryo kosa rya mbere, kubera ndabizi njyewe ntaragiye gushaka abandi banyarwanda aho bari, sinakabaye ndi hano, kubera none se bakabaye banzi ngo ndahari. Ariko nyine kwa kundi ko gushakisha abavandimwe, mukaganira, mugasabana, nibyo bituma nanone nko mu bihe bikomeye nyine mufatanya, mukashaka uburyo mwakora iki, mwava nko muri ibyo bihe.
My name is Daniel Ogendo Oganga. Kenyan, but very Rwandan. I've been in Rwanda for so many years. We have a home here. I came here a few years back and I settled here. I fell in love with the country, and Rwanda also, in addition to many other things, also gave me a wife. And now we have our firstborn, Sami, 6 years old, and my wife is Brenda Mukisa, and we have a 3-week-old baby. Her name is Dana Keza.
So, first of all, how do you feel just to arrive safely back in Rwanda?
We thank God for everything, and we're grateful to be home. And as I said, I come from Kenya, yes, but Rwanda has always been home, so this is my home. So we are, as a family, happy to be back home again. I think it will take time to even reflect back on what exactly happened, because it was April 15th, early in the morning, getting up, ready for the day, and it's weekend, and then we had some gunshots, and things escalated so fast that we did not know what hit us. And so it's been a roller coaster of events, things getting worse by the hour, with the missiles going, with the heavy machinery, and then machine guns, whatever these weapons of war that are used. So it has been a very terrible experience, living in the city, and then within that city you cannot go to the market, you cannot go to the airport, you cannot go to any other place. So we were locked indoors for so long, and the escape was almost impossible from the city.
And now you're safe?
Absolutely, we are safe. And for me, I stand here to thank God first, and also to thank the Rwandan government so much. I think every time I'm in Rwanda, or any time I'm even out of Rwanda, I associate myself a lot with the Rwandan community. And the first thing we did was register ourselves with the Rwandan embassy when we landed in Khartoum. even in other places. We've also worked and lived in other places before. And the Rwandan embassy has come through for us in so many ways. So we actually are standing here today because of the Rwandan government, Rwanda Air, the Foreign Affairs Ministry, the Rwandan embassy, the Rwandan ambassador and his team. They have worked tirelessly. I hope now they can find some sleep because it's been really, really hard. Even with the ambassador himself traveling with the team for several days by bus, more than 1,200 kilometers to the border, with so many challenges along the way. Some of us have had to sleep on the floor for several days, bare floor, no food, no water, maybe just biscuits and some soft drinks we could find. And with a 2-week-old baby. At that time, the baby was about a week old by the time the war broke out. And so it has been very hard. And one of the things that the Rwandan embassy has also helped us a lot was on the Thursday after the war started, we were to go back to the hospital and get documents for our baby, but we were not able to. So we did not have any papers at all. But the Rwandan government, through the embassy, managed to send us an emergency travel document that we used because we faced a lot of challenges, especially crossing into the Egyptian border. The bureaucracy was unprecedented even in times of war. And so without the Rwandan government and support, it would have been almost impossible for us to be here today. I think I was talking to some Rwandans on the plane, and the officials like Jean Bosco here. Maybe I will now take up seriously the offer of becoming a Rwandan citizen because it's incredible that it is for me the Rwandan government that really came through to us. And so it's an honor, it's a privilege, and we are thoroughly grateful for that. The experience of the past 2 weeks and a half has been harrowing, to say the least. And so we are grateful that we are here. Maybe to give you some background to that is that we traveled first with the organization I work with, and just about 2 days ahead of the Rwandan embassy team. The ambassador and the team were coming 2 days after we left the city. But we reached about 10 or 6, I think it was about 6 kilometers to the border, and we were not able to proceed from that point on. But the ambassador in Khartoum, in coordinating with the team in Cairo, in Rwanda, worked tirelessly. They made several calls, made several arrangements, and it was a frantic effort to just get out of Sudan. But some of the most terrible challenges we faced were at the Egyptian border. And so the Rwandan embassies in both countries, in Egypt and Khartoum especially, made it possible for us to cross. And so when we had crossed the border, they picked us up from Aswan. It's just the portside city of Egypt, and took us to a hotel. They've been hosting us for the past 4 days, and even on the phone, when we talked to Philbert, to the ambassador, to Jean Bosco, to Hassan, to the rest of the team, they actually said, no, when you're in Aswan, we'll pick you up and we'll take very good care of us. And they have done that. And so finally we are here. So we thank God so much for everything they've done for us. So we are grateful.
Good morning. My name is Khalid Al-Alim. I am an investor in Rwanda since 8 years. And actually, I cannot explain my happiness and my feeling coming back safely to my home Rwanda. Actually, the full safe feeling and the happiness, the deep happiness, joining me, my family members. We've been really in a high risk, and I would like to thank the government of Rwanda and the head of the country, His Excellency, for the great facilitation and taking care of us. We are from Syria, and we are now just landed in our second home, Rwanda. We are safe, we are happy, we are grateful and thankful.
And you don't feel like a foreigner?
Impossible. Actually, from the day one we've been in Rwanda, we got the feeling that we are at our home. And as people living here, as other nationality living here, and as investors, all the time we feel we are at home and we are taking all the care, especially and more emphasized during this experience where the country treated us as one of the Rwandese being on risk and declared us. Thank you very much. Again, I love Rwanda, my family love Rwanda, and we thank everyone, and we thank the His Excellency, the Ambassador of Rwanda in Cairo. We thank very much the head of the diplomatic mission in Khartoum for the good coordination and good facilitation in clearing us. And we thank all the people who coordinated and helped in clearing us from Khartoum. We've been protected till or secured by RSF since the time we left home till the time we reached to the international road heading to the airports, to the border, to Egypt border. Thank you very much. And I would not also forget to thank our Syrian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, whom also been following on our safety, and they've been feeling also that we are in our second home and we are safe. Thank you very much for everyone.
The government of Rwanda successfully evacuated 42 people, including 32 Rwandans and 10 other people from different nationalities, 5 nationalities. So they safely arrived home. The journey started on Tuesday for them, where the government organized a convoy from Khartoum to the city of Aswan in Egypt. So they took a 2 days trip, and when they arrived in Egypt, we were able to successfully evacuate them to Rwanda. And it was a very multi-government agency effort. Our national institutions worked with our diplomatic missions in Cairo and in Khartoum to make sure that we have this successful evacuation. Of course, we are very thankful to the government, to the Arab Republic of Egypt for their warm hospitalities extended to our citizens during this difficult time. And we are also very thankful to the people and the government of Sudan for the support during this evacuation. Of course, our hearts are with the people of Sudan in this very challenging time, and the government of Rwanda is committed to support all the measures that the African Union and international partners will take for the situation.
Where are those 10 foreigners are coming from?
They're coming from different parts of the world, mostly in the region, but also in African. We have some people from some Kenyans and also some Syrians, so it's all different nationalities.
May one think that Rwanda would just put some effort to evacuate its nationals?
Sure. So actually it's a good reminder for all our Rwandan community abroad to always register through our embassies overseas to make sure that our ambassadors and embassy know them so that we can evacuate or help them during these difficult situations. And we, as a government, remain committed to help all the Rwandans stranded in a zone of conflict to be evacuated.
Why did you evacuate even the foreigners?
Well, it's natural. It was natural. We cannot leave anyone behind in need of help. When they approached us, it was natural for us to welcome them home to Rwanda as a country that is open to anyone.
So what's next for the foreigners?
So they will, of course, choose. They are safe first because the safety was a priority for them, and they have identified Rwanda as a safe place. So they will stay here for a couple of days or weeks or whenever they want to stay. And when they are ready to go back either home or to Khartoum, they will take their choice. They will make their choice. So for now, as we speak, we are aware of 2 Rwandans that have chosen to remain in Khartoum. For their personal reasons, but whenever they need any support, of course, we are open, but for now they chose to stay in Khartoum.
We are very happy to come to Kigali, want to come, but we are still waiting. But the problem of Sudan brings us back home, You see your brother, you are running.